Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your long lunch. This is the second year that we've gone virtual with this event, so we've had some flexibility, and I appreciate you guys flexing with us. I really hope you enjoyed the presentations thus far as well. I'd like to thank everyone again, all the fantastic presentations and everybody that worked so hard to put this event together. I hope you learned something about the CPCU Society during those lunch videos. It's a fantastic organization. I can tell you that the opportunities that is presented to me have been really important and have really allowed me to develop in my career. If you have interested in becoming involved, you have questions about the CPCU, the CPC Society, or leadership in a local chapter, feel free to reach out to me or anyone of your local chapter leaders. They'd be happy to help. So coming up, we're going to learn more. We got Sharon Koches. She is the president and chair of the CPCU Society Leadership Council. She's going to fill us in a little bit more on things developing within the society, and hopefully some ways that the society can drive the industry forward. So with that, I will hand it off to Sharon.
Thank you, Chris. Let me just jump in and share my screen. So bear with me really quickly here. All right, are you seeing my main screen, our global CPCU Society?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, well, first of all, how inspiring those videos were for the students, right? I mean, I'm so inspired when I meet students, when I meet all of our members. So I'm gonna say it looks like our future is bright. And I also want to thank you all for the opportunity to speak with you today. I'm truly honored to be here and participate in your meeting. I enjoyed the Disney session. I was able to be here for that. That was awesome, along with the commissioner. And unfortunately, I had to step away for another meeting. But the next thing I want to do is congratulate personally all of the 2020 and 2021 new designees. It's such an inspiration of you earning your designation with such unprecedented challenges that no other class before you has had. So congratulations on your accomplishment. How wonderful. So let me get started by talking about the state of the society right now. As you all probably have heard, the society's membership has been on a decline since 2000. And in part, it's due to evolving demographics, to changing social behaviors, and emerging technologies. And like all of the other associations, we've had to reimagine what our organization is going to look like moving into the future and to ensure long-term success and viability. So right now, our total membership is over 15,000. So we are starting to see this shift. We've had 688 new CPCU designee members for the year of 2021. And that was actually a 50% increase in new designee members compared to 2020. In addition, we have 420 student members and 840 lifetime retiree members. Now, we do believe that the COVID situation, the pandemic, and the lack of in-person opportunities, both locally and internationally, has impacted our recruitment for the last couple of years. But it's really encouraging to see that this is now trending upward. We still have a lot of key challenges, and that's severalfold. One is employer support continues to change. So that is something that we are continuing to look at. And then the other thing is the increased industry retirement. So for those of you young in the industry, for the students, for the faculty that's out there, I will tell you there's going to be over 400,000 opportunities out there to join our industry. And I think it's an exciting time for folks to join our industry, but certainly it's not without its challenges. But we are excited to see the return of our in-person events. And one was Into Risk in 2021 in September. And I will tell you that we had over 600 attendees in person, but we had about 202 online. So we did have a hybrid event, and we deemed to have that event successful. We certainly saw some of the challenges to having this live event. One of them being, because it was in Florida, we saw an increase in COVID during that time, and it was the Delta variant. And so we did take some strategies for that. And that was having everyone test. And I think that that did help us because we saw no issues after the event. So we were very pleased with that. I will say that we're going to look toward continuing our in-person event. We have our leadership summit that's going to be held on April 29th, or excuse me, 28th to 29th, with an added day of April 30th in Las Vegas, Nevada. So I'm excited with the moving forward with the leadership summit. And then next year, in 2022, we will have Into Risk that is going to be in San Francisco from November 10th to 12th. Now, we've looked at our strategy as far as the time of year that we were holding our event, and that was September and October. And we heard from the members that this is still a difficult time because of hurricane season. And we found that there are many times when we have a lot of our members on cat duty because of some of the catastrophic issues that have occurred. And so we have moved the event to November for 2022. So I'm excited as we move forward with some of these changes. And part of this is about listening to our memberships. I believe that we have done a much better job listening to our members, thinking about the town halls that we've started quarterly this year, which are going to continue. So we are, it's going to be quarterly town halls where you'll have an opportunity to hear updates about the CPCU Society, the International Society, things that we're working on with the chapters, with the interest groups and the committees, as well as leaving half of that time open to answering questions from our members, because we feel that it's important to hear from you, to hear some of the issues that are happening, to hear what you need from us, because after all, your leadership is here for you, the individual members. And that's what's important. And we're here also to support the chapters, because the chapters are the lifeblood of the society. So that is so important. So I want to thank you all for everyone who's attended the functions. Now, Into Risk, just to kind of give you an idea of what's happened at Into Risk. As I said, we had over 600 members in attendance on site. We had only 202 online. You know, we saw the numbers shift a bit, especially when we had the increase in the Delta variant in Orlando. So we saw our in-person registration drop. We also had some folks who did go and test positive prior to coming to the conference. And so they were not able to attend as well. But what we saw in the survey results is that over 95% benefited from the experience, and over 93% would recommend Into Risk to a colleague. And I think we're moving in the right direction as we work on the sessions that we're offering at these events. We are trying to balance those sessions between technical and soft skill and leadership skills and emerging issues. So we are always open to hearing from you on sessions that would benefit. We also have an Into Risk committee, so we're always looking for assistance to review any session proposals as we go forward. So what does that mean? That kind of gives you a background of where we've been and what we're looking at. But I do want to say to you that we now have our strategic plan. So every 3 years, Leadership Council gets together with our board, which are the 3 folks at the C-suite at the institutes, and we have a strategic planning session. So what we did this year is we had sent out a lot of pre-work. We gave our leadership council a lot of homework to do, in other words. And so we wanted to be prepared when we met in person in August to work together and to really jump in and start working on our strategic plan for the next 3 years. And the other thing I want to mention is that we have a really great leadership council. The passion that came out during our meetings, the feedback that we received from the pre-work, the homework that we gave them, and we had a lot of really healthy, passionate discussions while we were in person. So we didn't always agree on how we wanted to get places, but we did agree on where we need to go from here. So we're forward thinking, we're forward looking. We don't want to lose the history and the experience and the knowledge of what got us to where we are today. So we want to be inclusive and forward looking. We do have 4 key goals, and we have objectives that that support those goals. And I'm going to go through those just to kind of give you an idea of the direction and what our thought process is moving forward. In order to do that, though, we have to have alignment with our interest group committees and our chapters, because we're looking to enhance our society, to benefit our members, and to further our mission. So it's very important that we have alignment. It's very important that we hear from you. And one of the things we did is, after we sat down in person, well, there were a lot of standing people with the passion that was coming through, but we developed a draft of the plan. And then once we put it all together, we sent it out to our chapter and interest group leadership and asked for feedback. We even had an open meeting and received feedback. So we have gained a lot of insight from members. We've gained a lot of insight from our chapter leadership. So this is where we are today. First of all, our goals are, first, that we are the premier community of risk management and insurance thought leaders. That's our aspiration. We will be that premier community. And the only way that we can do that is with your help. So, we need to increase visibility and promote active membership, because we're all thought leaders. If we look around and see the value of being a member of the CPCU society, it's because of our networking and our relationship with all of the thought leaders throughout the industry. And so we need to take that and really focus on that and continue to offer that to members, to students around the industry. We need to expand and support our value proposition. We will be collaborating with other organizations, leveraging our strengths to the benefit of all of our chapters, our interest groups, and our individual members. And we want to meet you, our members, where you are, because we have to have that multi-channel delivery of information. That's really important. Our second goal is we are recognized as a personal and professional investment that positively impacts and drives successful outcomes. It is an investment to be a member. It is large investment to some people. We have organizations that support that investment. We have others that have pulled back on their support of the investment. But it's really important that we clearly communicate the return on investment, both personally and professionally. And that's going to help the society with our visibility, and it's going to leverage all the opportunities we have with all of the organizations under the Institute's umbrella. So I really feel like this second goal is a big key. It is an investment. We just have to show how that investment comes back as a successful outcome. Then we are a vibrant and inclusive global community that welcomes and empowers all individuals, ideas, and voices. Our goal is to continue to grow globally. And this is part of our expansion plan, which I'll talk about in just a few minutes. But our goal is to grow membership across geographies, disciplines, and career levels. And we did a lot of research over the last several years as far as where do we need to take the membership to be the best benefit for our members, for our industry, and for the society overall. And that meant that we needed to grow, we needed to diversify. And so all of that research, we had a consultant come in and do a lot of research. We had focus groups, we had surveys to our members, and we really took that information and built upon that as we've been working on our strategies. And then we're committed to social responsibility, sustainability, and resilience. There's no question about that. Our members are so active in having a positive role on the environment, on ethics, on economics, and philanthropic. If we look at all of the chapters and all of what you do for your good works projects and beyond. And it goes, in my mind, it's way beyond good works, because I know many of the members that I see or know personally. I will tell you, I see them work within their communities. I see all of you as members work within the industry, work with the universities. And so there's a lot of just passion to promote and educate what we do. And that helps to build our community. It helps to build our resilience, and it's going to make us more successful moving forward within society as a whole. So those are our 4 goals and our objectives. And certainly, you know, I'm happy to share this PowerPoint and the additional information. I don't recall if the plan has gone out yet, but each of the members will receive information about this plan. And we will work with the chapters and the interest groups and our committees to move this strategic plan forward, because it all starts with you all as an individual member, with your engagement with your chapters, your engagement within the interest groups, and your engagement overall in the society and in our industry. And then I'm excited to inform you, I don't know if you've had, have used the website recently, but we've had some issues with the website. I know myself, I haven't been able to find things sometimes when I need it. But our staff has been really working hard to refresh the CPCU Society website. So this is kind of a peek at what the new website is going to look like, our new homepage that's going to launch on November 1st. It's redesigned to create a more user-friendly navigation and more user-friendly experience. It's going to include new online membership applications and the join process, making it easier for people to join the community and to learn how they can become engaged in the overall society. So in addition to this, we're actually going to be rolling out new chapter websites as well. Now, I know we're piloting it, the chapter websites with some of the chapters, and then there'll be a full rollout to the remainder of the chapters, I believe, early next year. So we're trying to make this as easy as possible for our members to use, for others who want to join the society or who want to understand what we do as a society. So we want to be able to make that so much easier for them. Next, I want to talk about our membership expansion. So this is a complementary piece to our strategic plan. We have done, as I said, a lot of work with regard to our membership research, okay? And so we had a lot of data. Your Leadership Council reviewed that data. We looked at the industry demands, and we also look at the changing needs of our members. So as of November 1st, we're going to be doing a full launch on our 5 new member categories. First of all, our student category. So we do have, as I said, I believe it was 420 student members. Now, if students are a member of GIS, then it is a free membership. If they are not members of GIS, then there is a minor cost to it. And I want to say it's, don't quote me on this, but I think the last time I checked, it was $20 a year. But I think from a student membership standpoint, we also, because of all of the opportunities in this industry, we have to look beyond GIS. We have to look beyond the RMI programs. While I believe that they are important and they will fill a good number of roles, and as I saw in those videos, all of these students have great opportunities moving forward. We also have to expand beyond just the risk management programs in order for us to have our successors. So we will be, we expect that student category to grow substantially. We've also included academics. Now, in the past, academics have not been able to participate as a member. Now, we do have, we have had academics sit on some of our committees, especially our Student Action Committee, but now academics can participate overall in the membership. And one of the conversations I recall having with some of the professors that I know who run their risk management insurance programs is they know that we offer a lot of benefits like our webinars and our podcasts and opportunities for the students, but it's difficult for them as an academic because they don't have access to that to review and make sure it applies to what they're teaching. And so the ones that I've spoken to have talked to me about what their approval process is and all. So we are opening this up to academics. We have what's called pathways. Now, pathways is any insurance industry professional. So anyone in the insurance industry can join the CPCU Society now as a member. And here's the thought process behind this. The thought process is that, you know, we have always encouraged and supported our CPCU new designees. And we still have to continue to do that because that is an important part of what we do. It's important for insurance professionals to earn this designation. And it really is about the credibility of the individual for the time and effort they put in, the investment that they put in, and as well as how that's going to help their career. But we've also seen and had requests from people who need some assistance, who want some guidance, they want mentorship, they want coaching as far as what are some of the programs that I should complete in order to help me in my career path. How do I get from point A to point B? Do I start at CPCU? Do I start at the AINS designation? And so we've even had people with our new mentorship program that have said, you know, we would like to have a CPCU as a mentor. How do I get involved? And there really was no way other than membership for them to get involved and become a mentee. And this is going to help us give back to others in the industry to ensure our success in this industry moving forward. So pathways is a brand new area. And I think this will be a wonderful path. It's about the path now. It's about the journey instead of just the designation. And then our biggest group, of course, is still going to be our CPCU professionals. And we are still supporting and promoting CPCUs and the value of the CPCU designation. So we will continue to focus on CPCU. And then we have our post-career. We have a lot of retirees who have given so much to this industry, who have given so much to the CPCU Society. We want to keep them involved. We want to gain from their knowledge and gain from their experience. And so we'll have that post-career membership category. And our goal is to keep that educational focus. We still want it to be designation driven, but we all want to be a partner in the success of people's career paths to ensure the future of our industry. Another area is, from an industry perspective, we know that there's increased automation and digitalization. We see the cybersecurity and the ransomware issues. We're seeing issues with supply chains. We're seeing artificial intelligence. We are seeing natural disasters and climate change. All of these things are hitting our industry pretty hard. Diversity and inclusion and equity, that needs to be in the top of all of our minds. We need to continue to expand opportunities and expand our thought process from a diversity, inclusion, and an equity situation, and fulfill this as part of our ethical commitment. So our goal is society engagement. Through our webinars, through our insights publication, our chapters are going to be more key than ever in this area. And our goal is to support our chapters and all of our individual members in helping to stay on top of trends, broaden knowledge, and to fulfill their commitments. So my encouragement here is really about being involved. Getting involved in the chapters and the interest groups. Now, over the last year and a half, we've had a lot of challenges, and I was truly inspired by the chapters and the interest groups. You all have stepped up to the plate and you quickly moved those challenges into opportunities, just like your meeting today, pivoting to these virtual I-Days, virtual meetings. We've had interest group roadshows. We had our town halls. So I want to say kudos to you and thank you so much for working so hard to continue the networking and the engagement with our members. Now, we anticipate that many of our chapters are going to continue to host virtual events in addition to having in-person learning and networking. So we're going to continue to support this opportunity. Our goal is also to create visibility for the chapters. The chapters are part of learning leadership skills, getting involved, and I highly encourage every single member to get more involved and engaged in the chapters, participate in the chapter meetings, participate as a chapter leader, participate in committees, and as well as participating in other events such as the interest groups and the committees from an international standpoint. We did create a chapter calendar because with the opportunity that you all created of offering virtual I-Days and virtual meetings, what we have the opportunity to do is share that information so that you can attend events all over the world. And so we're really excited about that opportunity. And with that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all of the chapter leaders. Thank you to you, every single member, because you're why I'm here and I'm doing this. This is why I'm involved, because of you. And I want to thank you personally for all of your support and your inspiration over the last number of years. I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet each and every one of you personally. That's been the one downside of being part of the COVID year, where I haven't been able to come out and travel. But I'm happy that I'm able to join you virtually. And I want to answer any questions that anyone might have.
Sharon, this is David Russell. I'm a professor at Cal State Northridge, and thank you for speaking today and for the special outreach you're doing to our students who've joined us. You said that the CPCU is a significant investment, and I couldn't agree more. This is a knowledge-based industry, and the people on this Zoom call are making that investment. It takes a lot out of your day, and it's a lot to juggle, whether you're a student or a professional or a CPCU, a board member or president. It is an investment. And you mentioned the 400,000 retirements that need to be filled. Certainly the university system wants to be a part of that. It can't be alone. Do you have any other sort of avenues or let's call them Hail Marys, different ways that maybe seemingly are not traditional approaches to attracting more people into this terrific industry?
Thank you, David. You know, I've been in the business. I stopped counting at 40 years. And I want to say that we've been talking about the talent crisis in this industry for probably over 20 years. I truly believe that each and every person can reach out to someone and talk about the interests, talk about what we're about. Some of the things that we really need to be doing is start to have those conversations in the high school time, so that when students make the decision to go to a university, that they can work toward the risk management and insurance programs and help to expand those programs. But I don't think we need to stop there. I think that we have an opportunity to talk to every single student in the business arena, in any of the other arenas, to really get involved in this industry. Most people don't understand this industry. I've spoken to high school students, I've spoken to college students, and they look at me and go, okay, my parents have told me to stay away because this is like knocking, it's like the old vacuum cleaner salesman knocking on the door, right? And so I think that we all have this opportunity to help bring along our successors. And I really feel that we should be more involved in speaking to the university classes and speaking to the high school classes, and just really opening that door for them to have conversations, to understand what this industry is about.
Yeah, thank you. And we've been very blessed to enjoy the support of our local CPCU chapters with a presence in the classroom, a mentorship, dollars, and introductions to these opportunities. This is a terrific time to be a graduating senior, because there's such a talent gap and so much demand that they're a little spoiled. They don't know what a tough job market is like. This time it's tough for the employers. Yes. But Sharon, thank you so much for your remarks and for your leadership.
Thank you. And I want to say, you can reach out to me personally, reach out to me through Interact, reach out to me through LinkedIn. I am happy. I have conversations on a regular basis with students, with faculty, with others who are fairly new in the industry or experienced in the industry, to talk about potential career paths. I think one of the great opportunities right now is we don't have to focus on one path anymore. There is so much opportunity out there that anyone in the industry can move from one path to another. There's such a transfer of skills there, and I just believe that the opportunities are just going to continue to expand.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks again, Sharon, and we appreciate you sharing your time and your wisdom with us.
Thank you. Any other questions? I'm happy to answer. And I know I don't want to run over on our time, but feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much. I'm going to apologize that I have to drop off, but let me know how I can further assist all of you. Thank you for all you do, and thank you for your membership. It's greatly appreciated.
Thanks again, Sharon. Well done.
Thank you.